Now that we have our helper view set up, we can easily add our custom slider view for our personal info section. Let's take a minute to look at the design and see what we need to do. In the design, we have 3 sliders that we want to add: age, weight, and height. Age and weight are going to be the same, but height we need to convert it from inches into feet. Because we need to convert it from inches to feet, we will have to create a custom function for this particular section. Let's go back to Xcode and get started. Hit Command-Shift-O and type personal and hit return. Now, command-click on onboarding view model and select jump to definition. After selected food type, add a new line and type @published var current age value equals 18.0. On the next line, we're going to say @published var current WT value equals 100.0. Now add a new line and let's type @published var current HT value equals 36.0. Now hit the back button to go back to personal info view. We discussed earlier that we need to add sections for age, weight, and height. We can use the custom slider we created earlier for age and weight. Let's do that now. Under the identity section, add personal section view and set the title to age. And we're going to set value to $$model.current age value. Next, we'll set the range to 18.60. Hit return and let's add .environment object and set this to model. Since we need another personal section view, let's go ahead and copy this and paste it on the next line. Let's replace the current age value with current WT value. Let's replace the age title with weight, and then we'll change the range to 100.350. Now our first 2 sliders that we need are complete. Next, let's add a custom function that we can use to convert inches into feet. Command click on onboarding view model and select jump to definition. And at the bottom of the file, we're going to add a new function called convert to feet. Inside of the parentheses, let's add value:int. And we want this function to return a string. Inside of the function, let's add let measurement equals measurement parenthesis value double parenthesis value. We need to add the unit parameter and set it to unit length .inches. On the next line, let's add let meters equals measurement .converted to meters .value. On the next line, we're going to add return length formatter imperial length formatter string. We're going to use the from meters parameter and set that to meters. Now hit the back button to go back to personal info view. And under the identity section, let's add var height some view. Inside of height, let's add a VStack and set the alignment to .leading. Inside of the VStack, let's add an HStack. And inside of the HStack, let's add a text view and set the value to height:. Let's add a padding modifier and set it to .leading and give it a value of 15. We also need to add a font modifier, set it to .custom. And for our custom font, we're going to set it to .medium with a size of 18. After the text view, let's add a spacer. After the spacer, let's add another text view and set it to self.model.converted to feet. And then we'll set the value to integer parenthesis model.current height value. So here we're adding our custom function and we're passing in the value of the current height. And that will allow us to convert the text view from inches into feet. Let's add a padding modifier and set it to .trailing, and we'll give it a value of 15. We will also give this a font modifier, set it to .custom. And for the custom font, we're going to set it to .black, and we'll set the size to 24. Finally, let's add a custom slider view, and we're going to set the value to self.$model.current HT value. We'll set the range to 36 _84. Finally, for the height section, let's add some modifiers to its main container, the VStack. We will first add the .frame modifier and set the height value to 100. Next, we'll add a background modifier and set it to white. After the background modifier, we'll add a corner radius and set it to 15. And we'll add some horizontal padding and set it to 15. After the weight personal section view, let's add height underneath it. Now, hit Command-Shift-O and type content and hit return. Your onboarding is complete. You can now interact with each element within each view. You will also be able to slide each of the different values for the age, weight, and height and see it change. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, as I covered a lot of different elements. If you found this series helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel.